I've been using this mower for a month now. I want to share some of the pros and cons of long-term use. Please excuse any background noise you may hear. Summer is in full swing and the neighborhood is full of energetic kids, which is fantastic. There just might be some extra voices and background noise here as I film this. Let's talk about cut quality. So in my first video about this, I did a major torture test on it. I'll insert some clips from that so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I just wanted to see what kind of power this robot mower had, and it's got plenty of power. It powered through the insanely long grass I had in my first test, never bogged down or anything. It left a lot of clippings behind, and it did do a little mohawking because that was just the first pass across the lawn, but it had plenty of power to cut that insanely overgrown lawn. Well, fast forward to today, and I paused it kind of here mid-mow just so you can see it's been maintaining the grass in a lot shorter height, and it really has not disappointed. What I have discovered, however, for the maximum quality of cut, you want to come into your app here, and where it says mowing count, you want to come to there, and you want to set this to twice. And you can kind of see here it kind of gives a checkerboard pattern. And so what this mower will then do is it will mow one direction, and then once it completes that pass, it will go the opposite direction. I have found that that works the best to give you kind of the carpet-like appearance and minimize any kind of mohawking or missed areas when this robot runs. But seriously, for the price that you pay, because this is like a budget robot lawnmower with premium features. And so while it may not have the highest tech, blade technology or something like that maybe some of the more expensive mowers have, it still cuts the lawn exceptionally well for a quote-unquote budget mower. I have discovered that I do need to run it minimum 2 times a week, doing a double pass across the lawn to minimize, the amount of blades of grass that are left behind, little swaths of cut grass. As long as I'm cutting the lawn frequently enough so that the blades of grass are small enough, I don't have the swathing issues with this mower at all. But that is something that it does pretty bad if you let the grass grow very much before it mows the lawn again. It's another small issue I ran into when I'm mowing, say along here, where there's kind of this little drop off into this dirt space. I have had this get stuck a couple of times where its front wheels in particular fall off this, and then it can't quite get enough traction to get itself back up onto the lawn. And it's a little catch-22, so I can avoid that if I don't turn on the edge mowing feature in the app. So can you see how I've got all my edges selected for edge mowing? I like that because this makes a pass after mowing the center of the lawn around the edge to get it all cleaned up. And if I map this really close to this edge to try to minimize the amount of uncut grass there is on the edge, then I run the risk of it falling off. So the fix for that is to remap this edge or turn off this edge mowing, one of the two, so that the mower doesn't get quite as close to the edge, and then it doesn't fall off. And as you can see here in this clip, this is the mower operating on edge mowing, and you can see it still doesn't get right up next to the edge. So I still have to get out the line trimmer usually at least once a week and clean up all the edges of my lawn. I keep saying this, but the first brand of these robot mowers that can come out with a automatic line trimming robot feature that actually does a good job is going to absolutely dominate the market. So Anthbot, maybe that could be you. Let's talk about the reliability of this mower. It religiously does its schedule. The only issue I ever had was my internet service had an outage for a short period of time one day. Anyway, time passed and I noticed my lawn was not getting mowed. And anyway, I just had to do a power cycle on this to get it to reconnect to the cloud. So even though my Wi-Fi never, quote unquote, went down, the internet connection did. And this did not reconnect after that happened. But that was the only hitch and difficulty I had over the last month of using this. There are varying degrees of obstacle avoidance you can set this mower to. And really, you've got to figure it out on your own what works best for your yard. In my previous in-depth testing video of this, I did a slew of different tests for obstacle avoidance. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. There's different settings and different sensitivity levels that you've got to play with and see what works best for your particular yard. One thing I have noticed is if you have the setting too high, simple things like these irrigation control boxes I've got here will cause it to think that there's an obstacle in front of it, and it will get all kinds of confused and try to avoid things and stuff. So you've really got to play with it and see what makes the most sense for your yard, so you don't get inhibited by simple things like these control boxes, while at the same time, maybe not driving over your child's ball like it did in my obstacle avoidance testing. Again, to Anthbot's credit, they make it very easy for you to just dial in the setting that works the best for you on the app. I do have feedback on the battery life for this. I would highly recommend you use the information on their website to calculate the size of battery you need, and then purchase the next size battery up. Based on my personal testing, Anthbot's ratings on the battery and the kind of runtime and mowing performance you're going to get is very optimistic. Personally speaking, it seems like the mower struggles to meet the advertised specs of what a battery charge is capable of doing. And I think that's probably just absolutely optimal, perfect temperature, perfect grass conditions, where the mower really doesn't have to work that hard. And really no one's going to have that. This also just has a standard lithium battery in it, so over time it is going to degrade. And so if you can kind of start maybe slightly more than what you need, you're going to have peak performance for your particular yard for a much longer period of time than if you were to start at a threshold that may actually be slightly below what you were thinking you're going to get, and then have it somewhat degrade over time from there. Now, this is their brand new model that has just come out on the market. So they do not have the ability for you to purchase a replacement battery for the M series quite yet, but I would hope that they would, so that even if down the road, the battery degrades and you need to replace it, you can just replace the battery and not the whole unit itself. As far as the blade condition goes, might be a little difficult to see on the camera, but the blades are in really, really good shape for having mowed my lawn multiple times a week for the last month. And that's what you'd hope to see, because you don't want to be replacing these blades constantly. So good job to Anthbot for giving you pretty decent blades with the mower. The other thing I want to compliment Anthbot on is their app. They have done and continue to do a really good job with it, making sure you have the functionality that you need without over bloating it. And the rate they ship the firmware updates for their mowers is pretty insane, which is very nice because you know that they are actively trying to improve the product and make it better for you even down the road after the initial purchase. The other thing to make mention of is Anthbot sells a number of accessories that you can purchase to go along with your lawnmower. Probably the one I would most recommend is the little garage. It's just a little cover that goes over the top of the mower. That goes a long ways to protecting the mower from the sun's UV rays, which is probably the most damaging to the mower. They have other accessories as well, but I personally feel like the garage is probably the one that's worth considering at least. These have been my observations and thoughts as I've used this the last month. Please comment though and tell me, any of you who have had experience with Anthbot mowers, what have you experienced? What are your pros? What are your cons? Because you really can't beat real life feedback and observations from people, especially for those in the audience that are looking to get into some kind of robotic lawn mowing system. So thank you all so much for taking time to comment and share your experiences. Links for this robot are down in the description in case you want to check it out further and in more detail. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype. I want to say a huge thank you to those of you that do that for me frequently, as well as a big thank you to my channel members. You guys make a huge, huge difference to my channel, and I just really appreciate it and want to be sure you guys realize and know that I notice you and I greatly appreciate all of you. The difference you make in the channel is tremendous. We've always got more epic content in the pipeline, so stay tuned, stay safe, and we'll catch you all next time.